Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Mike's Album Reviews. I'm here, as always, with my guest, Planet. I know we missed out a week, but it's all good. We're back. We're back into it. All right. We're on the second, second to most recent album from Gorillaz. We're on Song Machine, which the full title is Song Machine Season 1 Strange Times. We're all hoping for a Season 2. Let me undeafen and bring Planet in right now. Hello, Planet.
What the fuck? Hello, hello. Who are
Hello.
you? Why am I here?
You're here because you have the foremost opinion on music knowledge.
Oh my god, that's I'm so honored.
Yes, you should feel honored. But anyways, uh
So, what are we doing here?
we are reviewing Song Machine. Yo, what's up, Toxic? We are reviewing Song Machine. Um
And why are we reviewing Song Machine?
because God told me to.
Wow.
Yeah. So
Okay.
anyways,
Want to give a little history of Gorillaz of this album so far, or nah?
yeah, I can give a little bit of a backstory. From what I understand, this album was made with not the without the intent of it being a concept album. They wanted to do a bunch of songs that could all be singles, and just have like it would be kind of like a mix album. Like technically, there is no actual order. We're gonna listen to it in the order that it was released, not order that it was released. The order it is in the album. But technically, this album is not meant to be heard in any order. It's meant to be like shuffled, or you can make your own playlist out of it. Like it's a song machine.
Oh.
It's a machine that produces music basically. So that's like the it has a concept, I guess, but it doesn't have like a strict concept basically. So that was the
Do you
thing
have
behind this.
Do you have any thoughts about this album when it first came out?
I when these so before the album came out, when the singles were coming out, I was super into the singles that were coming out, and then um finally when the album came out, I was in love with it, and I still love this album. I think it's like easily one of their best albums they've ever made. I don't like it more than Plastic Beach or Demon Days, but it's pretty close.
Mhm. If they all got in a dogfight, uh who do you think would win, Demon Days or Song Machine?
I'm sorry, can
Mhm.
you repeat that?
If Demon Days and Song Machine were in a dogfight, who do you think will win?
Probably Demon Days.
Oh, that's pretty funny. Uh, yeah. When it first came out for me, from my perspective, I was like, "Whoa, cool, new music. I love that." Um, I love the creative direction when it came to the videos. I thought the production on them were pretty fucking awesome, and it was interesting too because that was when the first like when it all happened at the beginning of the pandemic and stuff. A little
Yes,
before that, actually.
at the start of the Coof virus. We're not gonna say its name because I don't know how Twitch feels about naming it, but yeah, that was like it came out like right at the start of all the lockdowns and everything. So it was kind of my
Hmm.
playlist for the start of the lockdowns.
Yeah, I really loved the first song that they dropped because it was really good, a really good starter for a shitty year,
Yeah.
uh,
But hey,
shitty couple of years. Yeah.
I mean, I was fortunate that for a good amount of the pandemic, I was still able. I mean, there was good things for me that came out of the pandemic, to be fair. Like, all the YouTube
Hmm.
stuff, and also the band got to do a lot more stuff because, we were kind of stuck to each other when we couldn't really go out anywhere else. Um,
Yeah.
so, but yeah. Anyways, I think that's everything. Do you have anything else to say before we jump right into it?
So, what is this song all about?
Strange Times is about how times are strange.
Oh yeah, okay. Before we start this, I just want to let you know. Do you know that it connects to Kansas City? Magic City? Magic
Magic
City.
City?
Yeah, in the Now Now album.
What
Remember
about?
the line of "There's a billboard on the moon"?
Oh, I didn't know that actually.
Yeah,
Damn.
that's pretty cool
Rizzing
and
me with
neat.
some info that even I did not know about.
Yeah, it's a neat little info. That's all I wanted to know, to let you know before we start the song.
All right, well,
Can't
thank you.
wait.
Bye. Anyways, guys, so if this is your first time watching these reviews, the way we do it is live on Twitch. We are reacting to each song track by track. We're listening to the whole song and then giving our takes. If you're watching this on YouTube in the re-upload, you will hear our takes and everything, and you'll hear a little snippet of the song, but I won't be playing the whole song because obviously copyright and all that stuff. So, yeah, let's just jump into it. This is Strange Times featuring Robert Smith of The Cure. All right, that was Strange Times featuring Robert Smith. You go first, Planet.
Absurd. How bizarre. I love that track. Man, it's like it's been a while since I listened to this album, but man, this song is such a fucking mood. It got this creepy vibe from beginning to middle, and it just dropped the beat and everything like just it's really good. I love this. I like the weird toy trombone whatever.
Yeah, the weird
It's
out. It's like kind of
yeah.
out of tune, like trumpet and everything.
Mhm. Yeah, and it kind of fits with Strange Times as well. It's like and obviously the visuals are cool. They're amazing. They're fantastic. But we're not talking about the visuals. We're talking about music here. Um,
Yes.
the only complaint that I could have is that in some parts of like just 2D talking, because of how muffled his voice is, he just sounds like a Sims character. It's like what?
Yeah, he sounds like really distorted, but I really like that because it adds to the atmosphere of the
Yeah.
song. Like the song sounds
Oh
very
yeah, it totally.
he sounds like very dystopian in the song, and then
Mhm.
Robert Smith sounds like ethereal. Like he sounds like he's like what he's literally sounds like he's watching over the world, which we know
Is the
he is as
environment.
a moon, but like
Mhm.
it sound like his voice gives off that vibe even without the music video. The music video is obviously great. This album has some of the best music videos of all the Gorillaz stuff. I really hope we get more music videos from Cracker Island, but considering how long it's been since the album came out, I'm starting to really doubt that we're getting anything else. But
Yeah.
yeah, like great start to the album already. I when I first heard the song, I actually didn't care for it too much because of the piano stuff, and I felt it kind of put me off to it. But after hearing it like two or three times,
Mhm.
I was like, I'm really into it. I'm giving this one a 9 out of 10.
Yeah, like it kind of reminds me of Iron Lung. And if you don't know what that is, it's like an indie horror game of like a space man trapped in a moon that is filled with blood for some reason. Uh, and it's like really, it's a really creepy. It got the creepy vibes. It really got this hopelessness almost.
Yeah,
Like yeah, it's interesting. It really is. I would give this song it's actually I think I would give a lot of these songs A's because I do like this album as well. I really like it. So
yeah.
this
Like
one gets an A.
I'll say this up right. I wouldn't be surprised if this ends up being like my one of my like. I wouldn't be surprised if this ends up being higher rated than like Demon Days. Like, because
Mm.
so many of these songs I think are really, really good. The only thing that I prefer about Plastic Beach and Demon Days over this is that they have stronger concepts. And I know it's not the intent for this to be a concept. You know, I get that. But I think it is really cool when an album, like, you can review songs individually and you can review a whole album experience, right? And this album experience overall, it's a great experience. But it's not a great experience because it's an album. It's a great experience because it's a good collection of songs. It's like listening to like a 50s album, you know, like if you listen to like Elvis Presley and the hits. It's not a great album from Elvis Presley because, you know, there's any story being told or there's any, you know, great thing like overarching story or anything like that. It's great because it's a bunch of Elvis songs that are really good. You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, yeah. It's like your own. It's like a mixtape that Damon Albarn made.
Yeah, like
A
I could
really good refined mixtape.
Yeah, like I could make a playlist for you, Planet, and you could be like, "Wow, this is a really good playlist," but you wouldn't say it's a great album because it's like, well, there's not like an actual story
Hmm.
being told. Although you could kind of do that with a playlist, I guess, if you really worked on it. That's kind of what I'm doing with the covers I've been doing on my channel, where
Yeah.
I'm trying to tell a story. Toxic says, "Don't know how to I feel about it. It's definitely a trip. For now, I'll give it an 8 based. Base Toxic. All right, are we ready to move on to the next song?
Yes.
All right, next up is The Valley of the Pagans featuring Beck.
Welcome to the land of the permanent sun, where the flowers are melted and the future is fun. The freeway lizards are my feelings.
Okay, I absolutely love this song. It is like so heavily funky. It's so catchy. I Beck's parts are so good. He gives this like really sarcastic, carefree vibe to the song. And then like again, Tootie's coming off very like he kind of sounds like depressed on this song a little bit cuz he can see how like
He
fake
sounds like a
everything is.
zombie.
Yeah, he sounds like his own. He's just like, not before Christmas, not very likely. Like he sounds like he's on downers, which he probably is because it's Tootie. But like, and then I let that little build up, that little. It's so insightful. It's so insightful, and there's like this guitar that's trilling. Like everything about this song is great. I'm giving this one a 10.
By the way, did uh did you make a parody of this one?
I have not made a parody of this one.
You should. You should. Bro, I love the build up too. I love how fucking it's not only funky, it's pop. Oh man, I was so mad when they took the original video down though.
Yeah, for anyone that doesn't know, the original music video was them driving in GTA, but for copyright
Hmm.
reasons, they had to change it.
My God, the fucking it fits with GTA so much too.
Yeah,
Like
because
also the
GTA
lyrics to
5
this
takes place
song.
in basically California.
Bro, okay, so the fucking lyrics, they're amazing,
Yeah.
coupled with this music because it's like basically it's like this fucking chorus where he's going on, oh, she's a Cleopatra, plastic Cleopatra that I'm a throne of ice.
Mm-hmm.
It like it has this dance funky feeling, but the lyrics is like everything is fake. We live in a fucking shithole.
Yeah.
I am on a cleanse.
It's the perfect example of California because California on the surface
Yeah.
is like this beautiful place where all the beautiful people
Yeah.
live and all the famous people live. But then under the surface, it's just a fucking shithole with garbage fake people.
Yeah. And like feeling like a pagan, feeling like a god. Oh, it's because of the drugs, but also like
I actually don't
yeah.
know exactly what it means to be pagan. Pagan, define.
Pagan is a god, like
In historical,
uh,
a person holding religious beliefs other than those of the main recognized religions.
yeah, but like being oh, okay. Yeah, I had a different assumption
Yeah.
for being
Now you know
pagan.
better.
Yeah, thank you, buddy. But yeah, I like it's still. I wonder why he feels like a pagan though. Cause I get to being in a place that like makes people go fake, that makes them have big egos and narcissism, makes them feel like gods or whatever. But pagan, interesting.
Yeah. Let me pull it up real quick. I can see what it. Um, leaked in the master quality from a group by on The Song Machine demo is significantly different from the final release track. The lyrics aren't unchanged, but all the vocals are recorded. Wait, what the fuck is this one?
What the hell?
Valley, where you wake up and I feel like a pagan. To do first to people that live the type of lifestyle described in the lyrics as pagans, which is a person holding religious views other than those in the world of religion. In other words, he puts this lifestyle as a. Oh, okay, so the lifestyle is the thing. This video was missing all the homeless. True. I like the old school funky rhythm. It's about for sure 10 out of 10. Based opinion. What do you give this one, Planet?
It's really hard for me because it's really funky, it's really catchy, it's really fun. Okay, it's getting an A for now.
Okay.
Not an S here, but it's still
Alright.
really good, by the way.
Yeah. Next one is The Lost Chord featuring Lee John.
I see rains coming down at this time.
Wah wah wah. The end.
The end. You go.
It's definitely a chill vibe. Not something I would normally listen to, though. I would say that. But the
What?
song in itself, yes, I wouldn't listen to this normally. It's a good song, but not something I would like. I feel like listening to this for 10 hours straight, kind of deal.
Is
You
there
know.
any song you'd want to hear 10 hours straight?
it's it got it's really good. I like the dude's voice. Yeah, he's it's nice. You go.
Okay, fine. I think the song's amazing. I think Lee John's voice is really good. It reminds me of Earth, Wind, Fire whenever they do falsetto. You know, like the song I'm specifically thinking of is what is it called? I think it's called Fantasy. Where he sings like that. He's got that high voice. I really like his falsetto voice. The whole song has this really cool groove to it. I like a lot.
Yeah, I
Take
like
me
the
to the
little bit where he goes.
garden part is really good.
I like the little part where he goes the last chord in the
The lost
background.
chord, I go harder, harder. All that's great. I love all that stuff.
Yeah.
For me, this song's
Yeah,
another
it's a
10.
good song. It's
I
a really good song. It's just I don't know. It's not my genre, you know.
yeah, you know, you're just a hater, is what you're trying to say.
I don't know. I didn't say I hated it.
You're a hater,
Oh, so
Planet.
for anyone who wasn't there in the past stream, I'm just letting you know, if you were around in Plastic Beach, our Plastic Beach review, at the end of it, there was a guy from Plastic Beach who died in this
Yeah,
video.
there was a
Like,
single
he's
that came
dead.
out after Plastic Beach called Donkomatic, and that skeleton with glasses was the guy from that song. There's a lot of references to
Yeah.
Plastic Beach in this, obviously, including the beach
Which
itself.
is bass.
Yeah, it's a really cool music video too. But yeah, that song's a 10 for me. Toxic is giving it an 8, which is a pretty decent score. Must be fun being a Gorillaz. What a wacky band. I love these guys, man. They're so creative.
Yeah, yeah. I definitely like the makeup they done on the guy who's singing. He must have had a lot of fun acting out all these
Yeah,
scenes.
literally blowing up an island.
Yeah, with his eye laser.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
All right.
Okay, all right. It's really good song. It got nice groove to it. I could even go and say his voice is really fucking nice to listen to. He got a soothing voice. He got a lot of sick lines. Uh, and yeah, I'll give this one an A. It's just letting you guys know, it's just not the genre I listen
Is
to,
the
but it is
stream
a good
ending? No, the
song.
stream just started, Vicky.
No.
We're on song we're about to get on song 4 of Song Machine.
Yeah, we got plenty of time to go, so
Yes. And
strap in.
now you're not allowed to leave, Vicky. Now you have to watch the entire thing.
You better.
Yeah. But anyways, you gave this song an A. I'm giving this song a 10, and we're moving on to the next song, which is Pac-Man featuring Schoolboy Q.
boy, oh boy, you begin.
Okay. I really like the Pac-Man theme throughout the song. I like the Degrassi type flow. Yeah. Is that supposed to
Mhm.
be a reference to Drake? Um I liked all the Pac-Man sound effects throughout the song. I liked I loved 2D's vocals throughout the song. I love the part where he's going, I'm stressing out, I'm stressing out, I'm stressing out. It really gives like
Actually, you're wrong. It's no stressing out.
no, first time he says no stressing out. The second time he says I'm stressing out.
Yeah.
Actually, because he is stressing out. You can see the look on his face.
Yeah.
But it gives off that vibe too because the music starts dropping and then when it builds back up for Schoolboy Q to deliver his verse, really really good verse from him as well. I love his flow on that. He does a great job on it. I think this is a great song. I'm between a 9 and a 10. I don't know yet, so I'll let you say your piece and then I'll just
Boy, oh boy. Like man, I'm stuck with talking about these songs because they're really freaking good, and each one of them, you know, I think it's not a problem. It's just something that I noticed that every song on this album is way fucking different from the other one. Like
yes.
you're blindsided with what are you gonna get next. So so with Plastic Beach it was a little easier because you have like a certain theme that like there is a flow to it. There is
Yeah.
you can
That's
have you can yeah.
that's why this album reminds me more of the first album where like they were
Mhm.
really experimenting a lot with like different types of sounds and no song really sounded the same.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, but it's really hard because like it's kind of forcing my brain to change not only genres but sound design and just mood and like from the first song it gave creepy vibes. The second one the second one was really funky. And now we have hip hop. uh it just it's super duper good. I don't know. I like it. Okay. So with this one, I it's such a banger. I think this is one of my favorite songs from this album because it's really catchy. I like Duty's verses. I like school what's his name?
Schoolboy Q.
School Q. Yeah, Schoolboy Q verses. He's he delivered it so fucking well. He hit every note pretty damn well. I don't know how people hit notes, but they do. So he's doing that. He's doing it, and he's doing it well. I love. Obviously, the visuals are great, and I like. It's about okay. So it's assumption territory about the meaning of the song or whatever. But like is it about people who are trying to escape their stresses by vices or whatever?
Let's look it up. I kind of have an idea, but let's look it up.
Mhm.
So, on Pac-Man, both 2D and Schoolboy Q compare their lives to being inside a game, making multiple allusions to feeling stuck in place and trying to level up in the world. The song even samples multiple sound effects. The group teased the fact. Nice thing about this as well is it's ongoing. We had Schoolboy Q in this week. A lot of people can't say it. I was really told. But yeah, it's basically comparing their life situation to being in a video game, trying to get past their place in life.
Yeah, yeah, it's amazing. And like how vastly different their experiences is because 2D is stressing the fuck out and schoolboy Q is just not having it, it seems. He's just fighting everything. Which is
Yeah.
good. Having a balance is great. I love the music video as well. I know
Music
that
video was fun.
yeah, it was really fun. But I know so it tells us it's a small uh, story, but like it just I don't know. It's just I love the part where Noodle kept changing art style. That
Yeah,
was
she like
really
turned
neat.
into an anime character and then she turned into a Peanuts character.
Yeah, it was so adorable,
I like
man.
how when
Uh,
Russell was hitting the punching bag, he was punching on the beat.
I mean, he is a drummer after all.
Yeah, it's true. So what grade are you
Uh,
giving this song?
Definitely an A.
Yeah.
A lot of A's so far. You gotta drop the ball, Gorillaz,
Ah,
now, or I'm gonna
I
be
don't know
mad.
if I don't know if I want to give this a 9 or a 10. I'm really in between the two.
Give it a. I would honestly, if I give it from 1 to 10, I would give this one a solid 10 for me. For me, because it's really good in my ears and it makes me happy.
I couldn't see the visuals. My data was shitting itself. I'm sorry to hear that, Vic.
Damn.
One day you'll be able to see it.
At least you're listening to us. That's a
Yeah, you get
plus.
to hear our awesome voices.
Yeah.
Anyways, next song is Chalk Tablet Towers featuring Saint Vincent.
Chalk top the towers, like drawing shadows. Can I go to
All right, you go first on this one, Planet.
I like the pop in this one. I like I like it. It's it reminds me of early 2000
Hmm?
stuff, but the good ones, not like the terrible songs that kept pumping out at that time. I
Right.
thought this song was very cute. I thought it was nice. It got a nice rhythm to it. I don't know. It's solid to my ear.
Yeah.
I like the lyrics as well. Yeah, it's pretty decent.
Yeah, I really, really like the way 2D's voice sounds here. I think it's a really good use of autotune, where it's very clear there's
Mhm.
autotune on his voice, but it's like obviously intentional. He's supposed to sound a little more robotic, and it makes him sound a little disconnected. Um, which is, I believe, the point. I mean, the song is about chalk tablet towers. It's about drugs, and it's about wanting to like. He's like, I don't want to get drunk. I don't want to get stoned. I don't want to go home. So he's like conflicted. Like he's like, I don't want to do drugs and all this other stuff, but I also don't want to go home. I want to keep having fun with whoever I'm having fun with. Um, I really, really like the song a lot. But my biggest criticism of this song is a criticism that I have for a lot of the songs on Humans, where it feels like the feature, like I like the
Mhm.
backing vocals. I like the female vocals going from Saint Vincent backing him up. I think it adds to the song. I think it sounds really good, but it doesn't feel like enough of an inclusion to warrant it being like a titled feature, right? Like with all the songs we've had so far, it's very clear why they're features in the song, right? They add a whole lot to the song. This one, she's only providing backing vocals, which, like I said, I like and I think it adds to the song, but it doesn't
Yeah.
add enough impact for me to really understand why she specifically need, like, why not get any other female vocalist, right? Like, why her specifically? You get what I mean? So I'm gonna give this one. I like it a lot. I almost never skip this song actually when I'm listening to the album. I really love the vibes of this song. But I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10 just because of that
I like the
reasoning.
synth sound where it goes. So,
Yeah, at the end
it's yeah, yeah. It's a really nice. It's it
they
sounds
probably wanted
like
to promote the artist. That could be the case, but again, like you
mhm.
could still promote an artist, like, but and use them like accordingly. Like maybe give her her own verse or something like that. You know. Um,
That little synth sound though, it kind of puts an image in my head that like he just wants to have a lot of fun. That it almost feels childlike, you know.
yeah, dude, I want to eat a
Which is
bunch of chalk tablets. Anyways,
yeah, buddy.
but yeah, I'm giving this one an 8. What are you giving it?
It's a decent song. I'll give this one a B. It's a really good song, good vibe, everything. Uh, mm, but it is like from the qualities that we've got so far, it doesn't stand up. I agree with that.
Yeah. By the
Which
way,
is fine,
I
by the
don't
way.
think I'll say this out right. It's a bit of a spoiler for my opinions on this album. I don't think there's gonna be a single song on this album that goes below an 8 for me. I'm
Hmm.
thinking, but we'll see. Next up is the Pink Phantom featuring Elton John and Black.
You've more or less forgotten me this summer.
Okay, shut up. Shut up. Shut up.
You shut up.
Dude,
Freaking Elton
what
John,
the
bro. It
fuck?
was Elton John. Um, so the first time I heard this song, I didn't care for Black's feature on it. I didn't really get why he was in the song, but when I think it was the second time I heard it, and I paid more attention to the way the song was structured, and at the end when all three of them are singing over each other, it clicked for me.
Harmony.
It was like I think this song is like perfect. I think the all the sections work together so well. Elton John sounds amazing on this. 2D sounds amazing on it, and Black's feature adds to the whole like atmosphere of the song in general. Like, I really really love this song. This song's a 10 out of 10 for me. It's hard for me to
You
even say
know,
anything more about it, to
yeah.
be honest.
You know what I guess? It's like all the generation collabing together to make the bestest blues song ever.
Yeah,
I like how they drew Elton John to be a midget. He looks like
yeah.
a child.
It looks, it's Elton John.
Yeah, and I don't know. It's I actually don't didn't have that complaint when listening to this first time. I thought it was good from start to end because of like when they were all together, it was an amazing fucking harmony and symphony,
Yeah,
and I find it beautiful. I find it beautiful. Of course, Elton John's voice is wonderful. I think Tootie did a fantastic job. I didn't know he could pull such a voice. You know,
yeah,
I didn't think he would like. He sounds sad, but in a bittersweet way.
yeah. The whole song is a very bittersweet um feeling.
Yeah.
It's basically about like how a love lost is what the song is basically about.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
like
it's a weird one. It
even
is a weird
with Black.
collaboration. Like that's the thing, right? Like Vicky and Toxic are saying it was a weird one, but like that's what I
Yeah,
think. That's what I think first put me off because it felt like a weird mix. But I mean, obviously, if you guys are hearing it for the first time now, your guys' feelings on it are like valid. But hey, I liked it. I give it a 9 out of 10. Base Toxic. But I do implore you guys, like in the future, and I implore anyone that listens to our reviews, if this is your first time listening to whatever album we review, make sure in the future, if you're ever interested, listen to the album again and see what you think on a second listen. That's the great thing about music. Like for me, music is more subjective than any other art form, because you can really listen to a song again and get something totally different from it. Or if you're in a specific mood, you get a totally different vibe from this. Like if I'm already in if I'm already dealing with like a kind of mood where I'm feeling like a little heartbroken and I listen to this song's gonna just absolutely fucking kill me. But if I'm in a happy mood, this song doesn't make me feel like sad, right? It actually makes me think of like the past and makes me like think about stuff like that. Like that's the great thing about music in general.
I really like Six Black lines as well because at first he's saying, "Oh, things are going bad," but then he is like, "Wait a minute, there was a lot of good moments in this relationship," and just start reminiscing on all the good times
Yeah.
and like What is the phantom supposed to be though? That's
I'm
what I'm
imagining
wondering.
the pink phantom is supposed to be love itself.
She's crossing over the line.
Yeah, because it
Oh
says,
man.
man, I got so many
Yeah.
examples of all the good times we had. Long summer nights, held you a long time. Put your name in my rhyme. Refresh your memory of where you wanna be. The phantom's on the way. She's running down the street. I think that is supposed to be just love, like the embodiment of love. But I could look it
Uh,
up just to
uh,
make sure.
yeah.
Pink
So the phantom is
Phantom.
running away.
Yeah.
Why are you running? Why are you?
Why are you running?
uh,
The lyrics talk about a
Obviously, the
protagonist
visual is
showered the
amazing.
one they loved with gifts and affections, but the love interest leaves them and breaks their heart. The protagonist does everything to get away from this heartache, but sometimes they still see this person. Hence the lyric, the phantom's on the way and the phantom is coming. This can be interpreted as death coming for the main character, since some of the lyrical passages can be interpreted as the MC wanting to commit suicide because of the emotional pain they are in.
What the?
Base.
Wait, they committed suicide where? When?
I don't know. Who cares?
What the
The phantom is coming.
hell?
Phantom is the ghost of the dead relationship the song documents. Note the color is pink, associated with love, where love no longer is the phantom. Yeah. So
Alright,
it's not specifically love. It's like love lost, more specifically.
Mm.
But yeah.
Yeah. I love this. I think this is a great listen. I think they all did great, even despite how weird of a combination that may seem at first.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a really enjoyable experience. I would give this definitely an A. Good job, Gorillaz
Damn, I thought you were gonna
and
give
Elton
this one
John
finally
and
an
like.
S.
No,
You're
no.
very harsh critic, plan.
I'm not a harsh critic. I'm a reasonable one.
You're the most harsh critic I've ever known.
Yeah.
But it's almost like how you mischaracter. It's how you misrated the Snake in Dallas, which is your favorite song.
It sucks.
All right, next up is Aries featuring Peter Hook and Georgia.
I'm looking out at a volcano, trying to read the world today and see where you're at.
Before you say anything,
Mhm.
got a question.
No.
Okay.
Okay,
I'm
what's
gonna
the
ask it
question?
anyway. How many times did you listen to this song while driving? Be honest.
Oh, I've listened to this so many times. I don't even know.
I bet millions of times. It
Um,
really is a good listen for a drive, right?
yeah, I think so. I like this one more. Reminded me of GTA Vice City and The Cure. Yeah, this song was heavily inspired by what's the band called? Peter Hook is from that band. Peter Hook. So that bass line that you hear, the dun 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 dun, dun, that's being played by Peter Hook. Peter Hook is the bassist from Joy Division and New Order. So this song is heavily inspired by those bands, that sound. It was the very 80s new wave or dark wave sound. And Georgia, I think he's a producer. Let me double check actually. Uh you can talk about the song while I look it up.
I really enjoyed it. So like it got beautiful lyrics. I really like the vocals of Dookie throughout the song. It's like he's surprising me with the way he sings in this album. I don't know why. Yeah, I don't know why. I knew he can sound sad and depressing, but not that much. But like he sounds sad in a way that is a bit more complex, different feeling of sad.
Hmm?
You know, it is a little hard to explain. I like the chorus of high up
Yeah.
or yeah. I don't know. It's all around really good experience. It's a good experience. I just I don't know. I love it. That's my
Yeah.
review. I'm on it. I love it. What about you?
I think this is a great song. It perfectly captures that sound that they're going for. I love the bass line in it. His vocals are really nice and smooth. I really like so Georgia's a drummer to be specific, so that's what she contributes to the song.
Mhm.
Everything about the song is just like practically perfect. Like I can't think of any negatives to the song. It's got a great hook.
Definitely sad boy hours.
Definitely Sad Boy Hours, New Wave. Yeah, the reason why I said dark wave is because there is like a subgenre of new wave called dark wave, where it's just new wave but a darker sound. Um, but yeah, this one's a 10 out of 10 for me. I think this is a great song.
Of course, an A. I don't know. I don't have too much to complain about this. I don't have any.
Okay, based. Next up, we're going with Friday the 13th, featuring Octavian.
I've been drinking and smoking too much. That shit damages. Give me a lot, I can do it myself. I can manage it.
Man, it has been a really long while since I listened to this. I forgot how it sounded.
What do you think about? I'll let you go first on this one. What do you think of it?
My guy. Okay, so at first it sounded like he was just waking up on the studio and he's just talking shit to the mic. And he's like, oh shit, I should rhyme. I forgot to do that. So to me, I found some humor in that. I find it kind of funny, and I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. It's I love the dreamy esque vibe of the song. It
Yeah.
really puts you in amazing mood.
It's
Uh,
super moody. The
yeah,
song is very heavy on
yeah, which is not a bad thing. And like you see to the like, are we gonna hear him singing the song? And then he hits you at the end, and it's just simple line. Oh, it's a beautiful day, and I'm not, you know, I like that. I don't
I,
think it was wrong that he
no,
took
I think
such a
it's
short.
great.
Yeah, I think it's fantastic. Like usually when he has such little to say, usually the tracks don't do well.
Yeah, it was like a nice enough,
Yeah.
and he does do some harmonies. You hear him sing with the
Mhm.
like you hear him singing in the background in that
Yeah.
part. I and the Octavian's voice. Um, now I've heard that the guy's
Raspy.
is very raspy. He, uh, I don't drink too much, man. I really liked it. Vicky demands a redo. I didn't hear anything. I was busy with the customer. Redo it. No, Vicky.
Lol.
Sorry,
We don't do
Vicky.
refunds here, buddy. Wait for the review, I guess.
Yeah. Sorry, Vicky.
Sorry.
You know, maybe next time, buddy. But but no, yeah, I really liked this song a lot. I don't think it's quite a 10, but I'm gonna give it a 9.
Mhm.
It's really heavy on the mood. It really puts, and it's actually like, I know I said you can listen to the song in any order, but if there's any two songs back to back, I feel you gotta listen to. It's gotta be these two. These two go together really well, especially when that bass comes in near the end. That it sounds like the same bass sound from the last one. So I don't know if Peter Hook is on this song as well, and he's just not credited, but really good continuation.
Love it.
Yeah,
I give this one an A. It sounds really great to my ears. I love the dreamy sound. I love how simple it is. I love the little humor that I found in it. I find it really nice, funny. Uh, it's amazing. And I
yeah,
love how, even though usually I despise raspy voices because they sound bad, right, grimy, terrible. But he sounded pretty well for
yeah.
someone who sounds like he just woke up.
Also, one other thing I really liked in the
Yeah,
song was when after that first intro started and the beat kicked in, I really liked
yeah,
the dub or reggae. It's one of those two genres. That vibe with that delayed guitar and that horn, dun 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 dun. That sound like it adds to the groove of the song too. So it's not just atmospheric. It has that going for it, but it also has a nice groove to it.
mhm.
But yeah, uh, we're gonna move on to Dead Butterflies, featuring Kano and Roxanne Arias.
When was I supposed to bow down with you?
Okay,
I'll let you go with this one.
I think this might be 2D's best vocal performance ever. He has a lot of soul and passion in the song, and it really comes through. I really, really love his voice on this one. I like the beat on this song. I think Roxanne's voice is gorgeous, and I like that she does a little bit of Spanish in there. And Kano's flow is great. He clearly has some homages to like a Kanye type flow in there. I think Kano was the same guy that was on White Flag in Plastic Beach as well.
White
I
flag, white flag.
Yeah, White Flag, White Flag. But yeah, like everything about this song was really, really good. It doesn't quite have that factor for me that makes me want to give it a 10, but it's definitely like a really strong 9. I love the song so much.
It's a good song. It's definitely a really good trap. That's the genre that the song is made in, right?
Uh it's got trap elements, but I'd say it's more R&B.
What is R&B?
R&B is like kind of like soulful music, kind of like I don't know what examples to give you, like Usher, but that's like older R&B. That's not good for modern stuff. I don't know how to explain it to you.
Pretty good R&B then.
Yeah.
I, I don't know. I find it nice. I like. He definitely has Tootie. Definitely got good vocals. I think I enjoyed the rapper's verses more. I don't know why. Maybe because of how strong his flow was.
Yeah.
Obviously, the girl did an amazing job as well. She
I like
did.
the part where he's going, with the
Yeah.
whole tie, with the bow tie, the bow tie. I like that specific part of
Hmm.
his flow.
Yeah, yeah, it's really good. He got a nice hook. Yeah, I'm using music terminology. I'm
That's
so
where it is.
cool.
Hold tight when we used to hold tight, levitate to most high, fuck up the whole skyline. Like that part really, there was really.
Yeah, he was really strong on it. That I also think yeah, Tootie had a strong voice in this one. I never heard him to be this. Maybe he was strong in other songs. Have you ever heard him to be as coming close to be this strong ever?
I don't think I've heard strong, yes, but I don't think I've ever heard him be this soulful, like this emotional.
Hmm.
What
What's
was
the
I
closest thing
supposed
you have?
to do? Bow down with you. Like he's singing with so much like emotion here.
What's the closest thing you've got done?
Um, I don't know. Not off the top of my head, I can't think of something similar. Because this is like not even how he typically
Hmm.
sings. In most songs, he sings very deadpan, very low. Depressed, all that stuff. That's how he usually sings, which is good. But that's how he normally sings. Yeah, R&B
Yeah.
stands for rhythm and blues, but that doesn't really explain what the genre is.
Ah, they're rhyming in blues. Okay.
But yeah,
I don't know. It's a good song. Again, that's another A. I don't have. I only give one a B so far, and that says how strong of an album this is so far. So far,
yeah.
so far.
So next up, and oh yeah, I think I said I gave it a 9. So next up is Désolé featuring. Okay, I'm gonna butcher this name. Fatoumata Diawara, right?
Désolé, désolé contrebands. Désolé.
I would be too hyped. You go. You
Okay.
go.
I really like, so this is like this was the second song that was released, as you can see by episode 2. This was the second song that was released for this album. Um I really really love the vibes on this one. I love all like the bass and guitars in it. I like that weird part with the horns too. It's like it's very like it makes you feel kind of distorted and it's like disconnected, very strange. And then 2D sounds good on this song. Very like, typical 2D, very chill, very low, energy. Him singing throughout the song, and but then you have Diawara, because I'm gonna say that part of her name because it's easier to say. You have Diawara, and her voice is like amazing, especially at the end when she starts doing all these like vocal runs, and like it's a very unique way of singing too. It's probably more connected to, I don't know where she's from or anything about her, but I'm assuming it's from wherever her culture is, that style of singing. So it's not like the type of singing you typically hear from your average, pop song. So I really like that sound of it. I like how at the end 2D starts singing in French, and I like in the video that it shows him reading from a French phrase book. So, because I guess 2D just doesn't normally speak French. Um, I liked all the like I said, all the guitars, all the bass sounds, very very good. Um, and I like the repeating of Désolé throughout the song, which I believe Désolé means. Let me double check what it means. I'm giving this song a 10 out of 10, by the way. Just gonna say that outright. I think it's great. Désolé. Um, okay, it means sorry, so it just means sorry.
What a
So
strong song that is. Such a strong vocals, even the music, like just the music itself that is accompanied to it. It just elevates the song to like levels that you didn't even know it could get higher. It can even get higher. I really enjoyed the Fatoumata's vocals. She's fantastic, dude. She's great.
she has a beautiful voice.
She, she blew it out of the water. It's a small detail of the music video, though, but I really liked how Noodle was drawn in that music video. She looked cute. She looked so cool.
Yeah.
I don't know. I really love. I even love the mixture of the language between French and English,
Oh, she's
and
singing.
it's yeah,
I thought she was singing in French. She doesn't even sing French. She sings in Bambara, national language of
Bambara.
Mali, spoken by 15 million people, natively by 5 million.
Base. Yeah, that's the I figured. Only so that's good to know. So she speaks her own native language, I assume, and with French and English. Such it's an amazing it's amazing culture. You know, it's amazing. Like I think there's a lot of songs where they this is where you see the best of Gorillaz. I'd like to say that at first. It's just that
Yeah, like they're
this
never.
mixture of
Well,
cultures and music and genres and everything. We've seen that since the beginning of the album, and I haven't had the time to talk about it. But just it's just that's a prime example to
yeah.
talk about it. I guess you go for it.
Like that's why Gorillaz are in my top 5 bands, because when they're at their best, they're not afraid to just try out new shit. And sometimes that new shit doesn't even like work that well, but they're always willing to experiment and try out new things and be like, okay, well, what if, like, I mean, look at this song. What if we have a song with 3 languages? One of the languages, not even a language spoken by a majority of like the world, you know, like it's,
Yeah,
and then you have all these sounds that come in. This has a very like, you know, it has a very like, I don't even know how to describe the sound of this song, to be quite honest. It's got like a lot of different sound elements to it from all sorts of different things. Like it's just really great. Was never really sure if Gorillaz had a specialized genre. You could, if you wanted to give them a generic title for their genre, it would be alternative, I would say. But that's the great thing about Gorillaz is like each of their albums sounds considerably different from each other. You can't really nail them down with a genre. And I hope like one day I can reach that level of, creativity and like ability to try and make music of all different kinds of genres. Like I hope I'm able to do that one day. That's what I aspire to do one day. Um but yeah, experimental
yeah,
sounds accurate. Yeah.
I don't even know why 2D is speaking French. I don't know why he sings in it, but it fits so well. And like the message of it is just like it seems like it's an apology since it's du soleil,
Yeah.
which sorry.
Uh,
uh, and it's just talking about how I don't know. Let's see the lyrics. It's time where we read the
Désolé,
lyrics out
désolé,
loud.
contraband. Sorry, contraband. Sorry, I'm a long way from land. Sorry, I don't know what to do. Sorry, I'm trying to hold on to you. And there's no. I guess I could try looking up a translation for this. Oh,
Mhm.
and then désolé, contraband. Désolé, c'est un long fil de détente. I don't know how to say it. Tous mes fontaines sont bleus. Désolé, désolé. Yeah, kind of makes them hard for me to get into because they don't have a consistency with their music. I think that's fair to say, but I think um not everyone, this is like not a dig at anyone that is like this. Not everyone has like, an expanded sense of music. There's people out there that they really only listen to one genre of music, and that's totally fine. Music is made for the people that want to hear it. Some people can only listen to one or two or three kinds of music. So Gorillaz is really for the kinds of people that are able to really, and I think given enough time, most people end up at that point. Like when I was in high school, I refused to listen to any dubstep, any modern hip hop, any modern pop. I hated all that shit. I was like, I'm only listening to rock music. I don't care about all this shit. But by the time I was almost done with high school, I was starting to open up my ears to more sounds. And now at this point, there's not really a genre of music that I won't listen to. I'll even listen to some avant-garde stuff, which is really out there, wild stuff. Like if we reviewed an avant-garde stuff here, I don't think anyone would be really into it. I mean, even me and Planet have disagreed on songs because I can find something in them that is like really interesting, and she's just like, "I hate it. It sounds terrible," and I'm like, "Okay, I guess that's fair."
That one song sounded loud as fuck. I don't care what you
The
think.
Snake
You
and
just have
no,
the wrong
the
opinion.
Snake in Dallas is a great song.
You just have the wrong opinion. Yeah, it's like again, Désolé, such a strong fucking song. It's so fun. It's so calm. It just it feels fantastic, dude.
Yeah,
Uh, and it's just I give it a solid A. It's a one.
yeah, this one's a
I
10
don't
for
know why
me.
none of them. Yeah, I want the songs that reaches an S tier though,
Well,
and I don't think I will have one. So
this is technically this is the last song on the album, but we are obviously gonna listen to the bonus tracks. So,
yes.
Momentary Bliss featuring Slow Tie and Slaves.
Your potential, you lack credentials, and you are special, so fucking special. Oh, how you need it, oh, how you're needed.
Do you ever get the feeling? Do you ever see stuff, some certain media, games, comic books, or whatever, and you're like, I feel nostalgic for this, even if you never come across it before.
Yeah, I've had that feeling before.
That's that's it. That's the feeling I get from this song. It feels like
Honestly,
I've watched a cartoon with this kind of music. I'm like,
honestly,
damn.
I also, when
Mhm.
I first heard this song, I felt nostalgic for it, but not for that reason. The reason I felt nostalgic for it, honest to God, was because when I first saw this video and heard this song, I
Yeah.
literally, like, in my head, I was like, okay, I think they're finally back. I think they're finally in the groove again, which, based on our review of this album so far, turned out to be correct. Like,
Mhm.
this song's great. Hey guys, it's nice said this is how I'd expect British punk to sound. Yeah, this is a mix of punk, alternative, and hip hop, all mixed into this amazing, crazy song where they just go off the walls at like different points of the song. Like this song is just so good. I love this song so much.
Absolutely. This is the first song that dropped from the entire album,
Yeah, this was the
and
first song.
damn, I think I've listened to this song for the entirety of January of that year. That was posted in January, right?
This song came out 3 years ago. Yep, January.
Yep, I listened to the entirety of January on this song. It was such a hype, and it did not fucking disappoint at all. It was my coke, dude. Very good song.
Yeah, I love the song. What are you giving this one, Planet?
Ah, it's amazing. I'll give this is fuck it. This is an S tier.
Let's go. Can we get some?
Yeah.
Can we get some? Let's see. Do I have a channel emoji that goes well with this? Can we get some Mike Riz emojis in chat? I don't know if that's
Yes.
available for everyone in chat. Let's go. We finally got Planet on board.
So based. I love the every bit of it. I can't like deny such a good vibe. Hopefully I get one.
Yeah, it's a hype as fuck song. And honestly, this would be a good closer for the album as well. Although I do like the
Mhm.
bonus tracks, and we're gonna get to those right now. So next up is Opium featuring Earth
Where
Gang.
did you give this one, by the
I
way?
gave this one a 10. This was a 10 out of 10.
Hell yeah. Hell
Yeah.
yeah, brother. Oh,
Uh,
by the way, before we get into the extras, they're also good. They're not like extras that you forget about. No, those extras are also decent in them in of it themselves. At least MSLL, the
MLS.
letters, MLS.
Yeah, yeah. No, these bonus tracks are also really good. Like I said, there's not a track on this album I'm gonna give less than an 8 out of 10. So
Yeah.
let's move on to Opium featuring Earth Gang. This is a much longer song, so sit tight.
Running, loving, singing, hugging, living, get it, stack it, running, dancing, flying, people, wake up, come on, keep on dreaming, don't stop, loving, trying, growing, don't stop.
Okay.
Man. Okay, so I forgot this song and how it existed. So re-listening to it again. Okay, I love it. I think it's great. It's not boring, and even with with the length of it, I don't think it stayed over its welcome. At least in my personal opinion.
Yeah. I think the intro is a little long.
Uh huh.
But otherwise, I think it's a very fun song. I mean, the song is supposed to be long because it's supposed to be a dance song. I think it's supposed to be a house song, so it's
Mhm.
meant to be danced to. You're meant to like dance to the song. That's why it's long. That's why a lot of other like electronic songs are like really long or very repetitive because you're meant to just dance to them. Um, and not really pay attention. But like even like the vocals, I really liked the sound of of Earth Gang. They sound great. The linen, dubbing, drumming, and then the been a long time. It's like really fun. It's got great energy, and then 2D comes in and he matches that
It's really
energy as
funky.
well. I like the kid vocals going like oh, they're like singing along like
Hey.
yeah. It's a really fun song.
Yeah,
Um,
it's really fun. It's wholesome. It's that's the it's an early morning song. Like you wake up and you start walking down the street, putting these on your earphones or whatever,
mhm.
and you just vibe. You listen. You walk the dog maybe, and you're just vibing. And those kids sounds reminds me of like how early kids in school they'll be loud like that.
Yeah.
It's fun. I like it. I think it's wholesome. I think it's really fun, and like the part where Tootie goes, hope,
All the
hope,
way to heart.
na-na-na-na,
Yeah.
na-na-na. Yeah, it's really freaking good. I didn't even. I thought the song is gonna end on a repetitive note, but then it hits us with this piano. And I'm like, what the fuck? Where did that come from?
Yeah, it ends really nicely and like it doesn't just fade out, it has an actual ending.
Yeah, yeah. It's amazing. It's amazing. I really don't have any complaints about it. I'm just surprised that I forgot about it.
Yeah. Song's at 8 for me, but the beginning makes me want to drop it to a 7. That's fair. If anyone doesn't like care for this song as much as we do because of how long the intro is,
Mhm.
that's totally fair cuz to be honest, my biggest critique of the song is that the intro is a little long. Like as a whole experience, it's great. Once the vocals come in, it's perfect. But the intro being that long makes me sometimes when I listen to it on my in my car or when I'm listening to music, I will sometimes skip it because I don't want to wait for the intro. But sometimes I
Yeah.
will wait out the intro and then I got an amazing song for the rest of the ride. But yeah, no,
Yeah,
that's a
yeah,
totally
yeah.
fair criticism, I think. I'm giving this one a 9
Oh,
out of
it's
10.
absolutely fair. It's absolutely fair. I understand that, but damn, it's a for me at least it's a really good song to vibe to, especially if you have something to do in the background. You put it on, it's cathartic in a
Yeah, I
way,
could
you
imagine
know?
like doing some spring cleaning to this song and just like jamming out. Like
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
just super chill. But yeah. And you're giving this one a what?
Oh, it's definitely an A.
All
I
right,
don't have
based.
I don't mind the long intro.
So this next song is Simplicity featuring Joan as policewoman.
It started to pour. Why don't we get out and then dance on the pavement? You know,
All right, that was a very short song. What do you think of that plan?
I never cared for that one.
Uh,
It's not like it sounds bad. It isn't. It just I don't know. It's not it's not what I it sounds like an office music.
you think so?
Yeah, yeah. It sounds like something that would play on like a live stream of study with me live stream.
Right.
I'm like, okay, cool.
I like it well enough. It's I like the vocals from Joan as a policewoman, and I like Judy's vocals, and I like the overall soundscape of it. But like other than that, there's not really much to point out. Like it's definitely not a highlight of the album. It's not bad in any way. I like it still. I still listen to it occasionally. But,
Yeah, yeah.
it's
It's not bad. It's just not interesting.
yeah. I'd give it an 8 though. I'm still giving it an 8 out of 10.
Oh, it's a B, which is not bad.
Yeah, not bad at all. So next up is Severed Head featuring Gold Link and Unknown Mortal.
I be losing everything. I can't keep a fucking thing. Through the money, through the fame. It seems like that controls this thing. Guess my
Okay. What a weird listen. It's okay, so it has the same issue as the song before, but this time it's weirder to my ears. Let's just say that.
Okay.
So I don't know. It's chill, I guess. But then he says it like the end. Oh, you all could die. We all could die. And that scream at the end felt very fucking weak. It's not the usual scream that gorillas usually do. That nails most of the time. That one felt off for me. Um, and also Tootie's lines were not that good. At least to me. It sounded like he just made it up on the spot.
Yeah, he sound
Yeah.
because there was like it sounded like he was singing faster than he wanted to, kind of.
Yeah, yeah. Also unsure.
Yeah.
That's another thing that bothered me. And also, in his tone, he sounded like he tried to go for the sad boy vibe, the usual thing.
Hmm?
But he didn't nail it because it sounded like he was also rushed to do it.
Yeah. I
I
don't
don't
think he
know.
was trying to go for
Yeah.
a sad vibe. I think he was going for like a dark vibe, like a
Yeah,
foreboding
but
sound.
it doesn't work for that one. It really doesn't. And
I
it's not like this song sounds bad. It it just a weird experience and like not weird in the good way. I'll say
yeah.
that.
I think I like elements of the song. I like the severed head. I like that throughout the song. I like the guitars
Mhm.
and like the overall sound of the music of the song. The music sounds really nice. I by the way, this was Severed Head featuring Gold Link and Unknown Mortal Orchestra. I like the
So, by the
verse.
way, another
Uh,
thing, like the guy, I gotta remind myself that they're all men who are singing in this song because there's one guy who sounds, to me, it sounded like a woman singing. I'm sorry, I'm sorry, whoever was singing. You did a great job. Uh, I think at least he did a good job. I liked
Is
his verse.
Ruben Nielsen? Is that a guy?
Yeah, they all are guys in the song.
Oh wow, that did sound like a woman.
I'm, I'm sorry. But yeah, I had to remind myself of that because I did listen to this a couple of times, and I was like, oh, that's a girl clearly. Oh no, wait, no, that's not a girl. That's a man.
Yeah, you know what? I know I
It
said
was
there
weird.
wasn't gonna be a song that was lower than an 8, but I
Mhm.
I remember liking this song more, and I still like it quite a bit.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna give this one a 7 out of 10, honestly.
Yeah, I don't know. I remember also vibing to this song a lot in the past. It's just that I don't know. It sounds off now. Maybe because we listened to the entire album, and this doesn't set to the standard that we've kind of in our unconsciously set.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Now also, maybe I maybe it should have been worked on a little more. At least like 2D's line should have been re-recorded because I don't know, it didn't sound good in that one.
Yeah, I will say though, it's a very strong um 7. Like it's almost an 8, very close to an 8, but something about it is just not hitting that for me.
Yeah. Also, I do want to say though, for the things that I like, I really enjoyed the techno sound at the beginning throughout this entire song as a whole. It sounded really nice to my ears. It made me happy.
Yeah.
And of course, the separate. It sounds It sounds like I don't know, something that comes out of a video game almost, which is really good. Music soundtrack could sound OP, honestly.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll give this one a B. But it's not a bad song. It's still fine.
Yeah.
It's just a weird experience. Also, again, yeah.
So, the next song, we're down to the last 3. The next song is With Love to an Ex featuring Moonchild Senelli.
Where I'm from, they said I live on a cloud. Simply cause I just dream too much. Black ship, but I am all blue.
Okay, so a while ago, I read a comment that haunts me to this day about this song.
Hmm?
So, remember that part of the song where she laughs, goes, and it's distorted and stuff?
Yeah.
I read a comment saying that sounds like Fast Bear laughter,
Oh my god.
and I can't unhear it, man. It's so fucked up. Also, I wanted to dislike the song, but I can't. It's a really good fucking song.
I mean, it's fun. It's a
Yeah.
fun song. When she goes,
Yeah.
X, blowing up my DMs, wanna meet for lunch. And then at the end when she's
Breakfast
like,
or
X's
dinner.
be like, you dream too much. You're out too much. You are too much. I want to munch. I love you, but you've got big butt. It's like, it's a fun song. Like,
Yeah.
I know there's some people that actually think this is the worst song on the album and they don't like it, and I
it,
understand that. But
no way.
it is
Really?
I can see why somebody wouldn't like this. But I
Yeah,
love
yeah.
it. I think it's so much fun.
You
I'm
know, I wanted to dislike it because, about like the whole I don't like the mentality of oh everyone is just everyone just like I'm drowning in people who want my attention. I don't like that vibe. I find it pretentious. I don't like it. But I can't deny I am enjoying the song a lot. I really love it. I love the voodoo vibe of it as well. You know? It's like everyone is trying to pull a piece of her,
yeah.
you know?
The thing is when you're going to go
It's
for that kind of
me.
vibe of being like
Mhm.
this like, player and stuff like that, you really need to sell it. Like for example, Bruno Mars has a lot of songs where he's like the player. He's like getting all the
Yeah.
ladies and stuff, but it comes, you can believe it because it's Bruno Mars and the way he sings is like, okay, yeah, obviously.
Mhm.
And same thing with The Weeknd, right? Like he's like a man whore, but like you totally get that. With this one, I totally like when she says X blowing up my DMs. I'm like, yeah, they are blowing up your DMs. I totally believe that actually.
Yeah, I would believe that 100%. I would believe that they want her for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
So true.
Like, damn, son, she deserves it. Look at
Hell
her.
yeah.
She's beautiful.
She is. And does she hold on, we gotta look at a picture of her. Does she actually have a big butt? If not, then
Let's
we're
see.
lowering the score, okay? What's her name?
Yes, it's gonna be minus 5.
Yeah, it's gonna be. I'm gonna lower it by 2 points if she does not, because she says she has a big butt, but does she? We gotta get to the bottom of this.
No,
y'all.
no, no, no.
Moonchild-
Her exes says she got big butt, so
Well, I hope.
they're tripping.
Oh yeah, she does.
Oh,
Okay. All
oh
right.
yeah.
All right. Well, now that we've
Man,
confirmed
she's
it,
so cute.
she is cute. No, yeah, I like the blue hair. I'm gonna give
Mhm.
her, in this song, an 8 out of 10 because even though I do really like it a lot, it still doesn't have that thing that would make me want to come back to it the same as most of the songs on this album.
It
It is
didn't
really
have
fun,
2D,
though.
that's why.
It is really- Well, that's part of it, but it doesn't need to have
Yeah.
2D. But it's just like, also it's in a language that I don't understand. So for the most of the song, I'm just like, it's cool, but I don't really know.
I
But-
disagree. I give this one an A.
Okay,
It's really fun song, okay?
I like it a lot. I'm with you. I just
Yeah.
it's just not quite there for me. But it is an 8 and a strong 8 at that. It's almost a 9.
Yeah.
Toxic is giving it a 9 as well, which is very based.
Bass.
It is
Hell
just a
yeah,
fun
bro.
song. All right, next up is
Mhm.
MLS featuring JPEG Mafia and Chai.
How you gonna tell me how to do it? Maneuver with this Ruger, these bullets is for the hoopers. You niggas is stupid. Peggy been broke for.
All right. Who wants to go first? Me?
You.
I
Mhm.
adore this song. This song is so good, and it's not just because I'm a weeb and there's Japanese in this. All right, Chai adds
Yeah.
a great overall vibe to it. I love the Super Gorilla. Like, I like their parts in it, but bro, JPEG Mafia, Peggy, kills it on this song. He's got so many great bars. Claim that I'm a face, I'm a wave, like chains on my neck like a slave. Like all these amazing lines from him. And then the sound overall, it's so fun. And then you have that part where like it gets distorted and the guitars come in and there's the ha ha ha. And then they bring back the clavinet from, early Gorillaz songs. They bring it back at the end of this song, and it really is like it adds to the nostalgia of it. It's just an amazing song. It's a 10 out of 10 song.
Hell yeah. Dude. The first thought that the song struck me as, it's like, I want to do something cringy but with good intentions. It like makes it pumps you up so well. It's such an adorable fucking song in so many areas, and it's like fucking amazing. Actually, I've heard once that the direction of the song could have gone into a darker route with like the whole oh, everything is like sounding fun and fun, but actually I hate my life and kill myself. Actually, I prefer that they didn't do that. I find this better a lot. Such a good song. And by the way, I know you would you would like have a big positive review on it. You play this song a lot
Yeah,
and the intros and shit.
I like
Yeah.
this song a lot.
But it's really good. It's for good reason. It has a lot of a lot of things working out for it. Ah man, it's really fun. I love I love it. I love it. This is another S.
Yeah. 10 out of 10 for me. Easy 10 out of 10. But we are finally at
Yeah.
the final song of this album. But after this, we're going to do the 3-song EP, Meanwhile, which we did review back when we first reviewed Cracker Island. But it's been a while, no pun intended, since we heard that. So, we'll hear it after this next song. Then it'll be the end of the review. So, Let's listen to How Far featuring Tony Allen, Skepta.
Yeah, walk on, brother. Time to hustle for the money, give a change to your mother. Change them sheets, you got stains on the cover. Better look sharp, now your face on the cover. Like a
For context, this song did come out 2 days after the passing of Tony Allen. Tony Allen is known he was a drummer. He's the one doing like all the laughing. He did that. What language is this? Yoruba. He did that part. He was from Felakuti in Africa 70. I don't know what that is, but this song is a banger. The verses from Skepta is so good. The beat is crazy good. I love the energy of the song. It's very menacing, very dark. This song's a 10 out of 10 for me.
I love the weird sound. What is that?
I have no clue. It's probably some type of synth, but I'm not sure.
Yeah. Man, what a strong ending. What a fucking strong ending that was. And like it's such a huge contrast to the last song we listened to.
Yeah.
I'll just say that. Uh by the way, I agree with everything you said. And also, man, what weren't that fucking lines that this guy said were so dark, but also very true, very based.
I think my favorite part of the song is when he says, "You gotta have a suit for the christening, and the suit for the wedding, and the suit for the hold on, let me get
For
the
the
actual
court
lyric
case.
for the court case, and you'll probably wear that same suit at the funeral." Like,
Yeah,
it's
that's a strong fucking line.
It's just crazy. And then I
Yeah.
love the chorus, the "How far, brother? I'm gonna hustle for the money, give you the change to your mother, change them sheets, you got stains on the cover, better look sharp, now your face on the cover." I love that shit.
It's such an amazing song. Also, it like grounds you the fuck down. Like, yeah, this is reality, bitch.
Yeah, it's like a really harsh like look at like whatever living situation that this guy comes from.
Yeah, yeah. I love it. I love it. This is another S tier. Like,
Hey, so 3 S's in this album.
yeah.
Let's go, Plan.
Hell yeah. I mean, can you blame me? This is what a strong song that was.
No, for sure, for sure. So overall, putting all my scores together and ranking it out, this album gets a 9.2 out of 10. Very, very strong album. The only big critique I have is that it doesn't have like a strong concept, but that was not the intent of the album. So it's not a harsh critique in the first place. It's just something that I do prefer my albums to have a general theme or concept. But that's not what this album was going for. So I can't judge it too harshly for that. The songs are all really good. Even the ones that aren't as good as the other ones are still pretty good. The lowest score I gave this was 7 to Severed Head. And even Severed Head, I've listened to that a few times and I've liked it. And I don't think I've ever skipped it when I do a full album listen. Very, very good album. Very great work from Gorillaz. This is Gorillaz' easily best work since Plastic Beach. And honestly, they haven't surpassed this yet. And the EP that we're going to review next, I think also upholds that standard. But I'll let Planet give her final words before we move on to Meanwhile.
It's really hard to score this because everything is amazing in this fucking album. It's like it's the most little complaints I had about an album ever, which is ever like in the context of Gorillaz, of course. Of course, I have other albums that I really love. But damn, it just it's an amazing ride. It's an amazing ride, amazing mood switches. Even when like it was harder for my brain to switch from one genre to another, that was not a bad thing because like it's not like I switched from one genre that is really fucking good song to another genre that was like meh or terrible. No, they were all relatively freaking strong. And even with Severed Head, I still liked some parts, a lot of parts in Severed Head, even with the weird feelings that I got from it. But you know, it's an amazing. It's like one of the amazing works that Gorillaz ever done, and I hope they do season 2 of the Song Machine because that was really strong, and I wish they uphold this standard again.
Yeah. So,
I give it an A plus. I don't know.
Bays,
It's
let's go.
yeah.
Toxic says he gives the album a 9 overall. Awesome score. I'm glad you
Hell
enjoyed
yeah.
it, Toxic. That's great to know. And Vicky, I know, was watching, and she seemed to be enjoying the album overall as well. So glad that everyone that's been
That's a
listening has been
man.
enjoying it. We're moving on to the Meanwhile EP. This is only 3 songs, so if you guys want to stick around, this is the last bit for this video. If you're watching on
No,
stream.
Mike. I'll be leaving now. Bye bye.
No. But yeah, Meanwhile, for context, Meanwhile was recorded in celebration of let me get the context again cuz I'm forgetting right now. Meanwhile, okay. So Meanwhile let me find the actual album cuz I'm sure it'll have the info. Meanwhile is an 11th EP. Meanwhile was first played in front of a live audience at the O2 for a full house NHS staff and their families as a thanks for their work during the COVID-19 pandemic. It also played at the following show. And also, this album serves as an homage to Notting Hill Carnival, which is an annual festival held at Notting Hill, London. So all the artists here are also singing to that. So yeah, first song we have here is Meanwhile, featuring Jelani Blackman with Barrington Levi. So let's get into it.
I don't mind change. I don't like hate. See when the sound system play, we make the system shake. And the girl wanna swing my way. Play street with the street.
I'm trying to remember what I said about this song last time. Do you remember?
I think you didn't care for the main guy's voice, like the rapper's deeper voice. But I mean,
Mm-hmm.
just go with however you feel now. You know, you don't have to repeat the same criticism.
Maybe because I got a better headphones. Maybe that's the
Maybe?
case. But like listening to him now, I appreciate his voice.
Yeah. I
Character development arc. Oh.
character did the planet character development arc going strong.
Yeah, dude. Also, I didn't catch this from last listen we had, but like, is he basically saying that it doesn't feel the same re-experiencing carnival stuff
Well,
and
the reason it doesn't feel
things
the
he
same
used
is
to?
because when this album was released, I think it was the second year in the row that the festival was canceled because of COVID. So
Yeah,
he's like feeling like it doesn't feel the same because we can't celebrate the same way we used to.
yeah. And that's like adds a different vibe to it this time around. It's like I understand what he means now.
Yeah.
It's based. Like and also him saying, "Oh, don't get in my way." I assume he's just just try to re-experience the good times as best as he can, and
Yeah,
he doesn't want people to get
he's
in
basically
the
saying
way of
like
that.
he's like, "Okay, you don't like this stuff, that's cool, but don't get in my way. Like don't stop my fun, you know?"
Yeah,
That's why at the very start he says, "Hey, I don't mind change. I don't like hate." Um See, when the sound system break, we make the system break. When a girl want to swing my way, play street with the street that I played, but I'm on a street over here, all saints. Imagine those saints when you wake. So it's like he's saying like, well, I'm waking up now and there's like no one out here. There's no one having fun. Like and
that's
then
cool. Don't get in my way.
yeah, that's cool. Don't get in my way. And then you've got 2D here singing because I believe Gorillaz first performed live at Notting Hill Carnival in Meanwhile back in 2001. The whole Meanwhile EP is dedicated to the thing. So basically, 2D is saying like we're not forgetting you, Notting Hill. Like we're like, you know, we're still thinking about you. You know, all like it's like a full dedication to that place and that festival. I really love this song. This song's a 10 out of 10 for me. I love this.
This is an anti-hater song.
Yeah, anti-hater song.
Anti-Yuki. That's funny.
True. Anti Yuki, because Yuki's a true hater. Um But yeah, I mean, the song is just really impactful. I love all the synth sounds. I like at the end when it starts going dun 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 dun, dun. And I like the more subtle sounds too. I like the little steel drums in the background. I like all the extra like little things. I love how hard the bass drum hits on the beat. And
I like
that
the little hey.
oh yeah, the hey let's go. I like that part too. Like it all comes together.
Yeah.
It's a 10 out of 10 for me. I really love this song.
Yeah. I don't dislike it or not care for it this round. I'll say that. It gets a solid B.
Okay.
Not bad.
All right, next
It's
up
good. It's
is
good.
Jimmy Jimmy featuring AJ Tracy.
Jimmy, Jimmy, there's pressure on you. A life ain't feeling how it used to. Jimmy, Jimmy.
I really like the song a lot too. AJ's singing at the start of his verse, not very good. That's my one big critique on it. But his verses when he's rapping are very, very good. I
Mhm.
love the guitars in it, the delayed guitars, the sound, the reggae sounds and the punk sounds. That fusion is really great. The overall story being told where this is less focused on the festival specifically and more about life growing up in Nottingham. I like the tough story that they're
Yeah.
telling. It really gives me like like a Clash vibe, like the Clash the band. I like this one a lot too. I like the addition of the I said clavinet earlier. It's a melodica. I like the inclusion of the melodica again. Always love to hear that in a Gorillaz song. I'm giving that another 10 because I really really do like that one a lot.
Yeah, based. I like it a lot too. It's a really nice I don't know. I feel like you've said sort of what is in my mind. I don't see a problem with the first guy singing the verse though. I didn't catch that.
Yeah, I don't
Uh
mind a little bad singing if it's like a punk sounding song.
mhm. Yeah, I like the Jamie.
Jimmy
There's pressure
Jimmy.
on you.
What are
Yeah, it's just a nice vibe all around. I like it. I like it. It's somewhat comforting, you know.
Yeah. So what do you give
Yeah,
this
I give
one?
this one a solid A. It's good.
Base. Let's go. We're down to the last song already. It's a short EP. Uh, and this one is Gorillaz. I'm sorry. Obviously, it's Gorillaz. It's Deja Vu featuring Alicia. I don't know how to say her name.
We're about to have a deja vu
I'm
because
about to have
we've
Deja
done
Vu.
this before.
But this is Deja Vu featuring Alicia Harley, and this is a live
We've been
performance.
here before.
So here we go.
I like the future, but it's really hard to get there.
I feel whoever hates this song is probably an AI created by the government to make us less human. Okay, not gonna lie. It's just my simple opinion.
I mean, it's kind of a perfect ending because the album starts off very very sad and dour because obviously they can't celebrate the festival they want. But this song is like a pure celebration. It sounds like the festival itself. It sounds like the actual celebration, and they're talking about celebrating life. You have Tootie here being a little silly, being a little goofy, and being and I hate fuck you toxic. Gorillaz nails reggae. Well, they've always had reggae influences from the start, even from the first album, you
I
could hear
think
some
he was
reggae
a little
influences.
drunk.
Maybe. I mean, they were playing live, so he might have
He's
been
like,
drunk. I
I never roll of my seatbelt.
Yeah, I love the vocals following him. I can do a lot of things nobody else can. I like the deep and the high vocals together. It
Yeah.
sounds so great. All the instrumentation is beautiful, and oh my god, this woman's voice, like I am in love with her voice.
Amazing.
I love the part
Yeah.
where they do where she starts talking and I don't know what it's
Boom,
called.
boom,
It's
boom.
um I forget. Oh yeah, it's Jamaican patois. I forget exactly how to say it, but it's like a mix of that. It's like Brandon could help us here, but it's but it's so good. It's just a great song, and it's a perfect ending to this little 3-song EP, and I'm giving it a 10 out of 10. I just love this song. It just
That's
makes
an
me
S.
so happy. An S? Let's
That's a
go!
straight up yes. Yes, it's like it's a really good song. Again, whoever dislikes this is like an AI created to corrupt the youth, okay?
Yeah.
This is some good shit right there.
Yeah. And
I bet
my
the I bet Toxic will be happy.
and my overall opinion on the whole thing is it's a 10 out of 10 because just mathematically, if all 3 songs I give a 10, obviously the whole thing's a 10. And I really love the concept. I think it all works together really well. I think it's a perfect little album. And that's the thing about a smaller album is you have, if one of the songs was great and the rest of it was crap, that would be a really bad little EP. But all the songs for me are a 10 out of 10. The whole thing's a 10 out of 10 for me. That being said, I don't prefer it over like Plastic Beach or Demon Days or Song
I
Machine.
mean, obviously.
It's just like it's just mathematically. It's only 3 songs, and all 3 songs are great in my opinion. So of course,
Yeah.
that's just how it bears out. But yeah, 10 out of 10.
Got a
EP.
question since we're at the end of this song, and I'm curious because it popped out in my head. If Gorillaz made another concept album that was as strong as Song Machine, with everything being like the only difference is it's actually somewhat cohesive and you can follow us somewhat of a story or whatever's going on. Would you would you fight it with Plastic Beach? Would you have like a mind fight between those two?
I mean, at
That's a
the end of the
question, hypothetical.
yeah, I mean, hypothetically, Gorillaz could release a 15-song album where every single song is a 10 out of 10. That's not impossible.
Mhm.
That's possible to happen, And if that were to happen, then yeah, I probably would end up liking it more than Plastic Beach. But there's also other things to Plastic Beach, like obviously there's my nostalgia for it, and I've loved it for so long. So
Yeah.
it might end up being what I consider the objective best album, but my favorite album would still be, Plastic Beach. Kind of like with the Beatles. My favorite album from the
Mhm.
Beatles is Abbey Road, even though I objectively think Sgt. Pepper's is their best album. Although that might change when we actually review the Beatles.
So, like, I was just asking this because of that one thing, because of the whole nostalgia versus what's objectively correct or whatever.
Hmm?
Because, like, I wonder if we just like the stuff because it makes us feel good, it reminds us of good times. It's just nostalgic. It's we're looking back at a period of our lives that was somewhat innocent, somewhat fun, somewhat amazing. And then even if you hear an album that is objectively better than whatever you're hearing right now, you still would prefer that one thing because of those attached feelings, attached almost history with it, you know?
Yeah. I mean, but that's the thing about music. Like I mentioned earlier in this video and stream, certain songs, to me, music is far more subjective than like film, right? I'm very objective when it comes
Mm-hmm.
to like movies and video games. When it comes to songs, I'm much more subjective about it because at the end of the day, if you have a song that is like, I have some songs that are attached to people that I love, and when I hear those songs, it immediately reminds me of them, and that amplifies my love for the song. But there's also some songs that I attach with people that have really hurt me or have done me wrong. And I can't really listen to those songs because it unfortunately reminds me, even if I would like the song otherwise. So, and
Yeah.
that's not really something I can like control. That's just kind of how emotions play out.
Yeah, yeah. And that's like one thing I was wondering because what if we did like have another Gorillaz album that is just on par with Plastic Beach and like is critical with is critically better than and obviously I'm doing this because it's just a hypothetical and
No, yeah,
also
I get what
sort
you're
of
saying. I mean,
somewhat
when we started the review for Song
philosophical.
Machine, I was like saying like I wouldn't be
Yeah.
surprised. It ended up not having a higher score, But it was
Mm,
pretty close. It was a 9.2. I believe I gave Plastic Beach a 9.6 and Demon Days a 9.5, so they're very, very close.
mm.
But I wouldn't have been surprised if this Song Machine ended up having a higher score, but my love for Plastic Beach would still be higher overall.
Yeah, yeah. It was just more of a philosophical question almost.
Yeah.
But I'm being flowery with my words over here.
Yeah.
Anyway, this last song was a fucking banger. This woman's voice is fantastic, and also I like the woman from before in the Soleil. She's also got a strong voice. These women are amazing, dude. Uh, it's like I love that strong voice, and you usually don't hear it from women. So when I hear that, I'm like, whoa, cool. But yeah.
Yeah. So what do you give that the EP overall?
Oh, it's definitely a fucking A. It's really good.
Nice. All right. Well, that's it for this video. Thank you as always for joining me, Planet, and thank you everyone who watched and commented throughout. It was nice to see you guys interacting and enjoying the album, both albums. Next Sunday, we are reviewing Cracker Island, the latest album from Gorillaz, and after that, we're gonna move on to. I'm gonna do a poll. I was gonna just do Eminem next, but I'm gonna do a poll on Twitter and see what people would like to see us review next. I'll put that poll also up on my YouTube community. So thank you so much. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your Sunday. And make sure you follow Planet. It's gonna be the first link into the description when you're watching the video. Make sure you guys come over to my Twitch and follow me if you're not following me there. Every Sunday, we try to do these reviews. We do it in the morning, President's Sunday. Good one, buddy. Yeah, so thank you again, and have a great rest of your Sunday. We're going to close off with a song from Cracker Island. And thank you for joining me, Planet. We're going to end the recording
Thank
here.
you for having me.
Yes. Peace out, y'all.